All right, I just got back from dropping Duke off at his mom's after jiu-jitsu practice, and I felt like I had some really cool dad breakthroughs, or I'll even say, honestly, like that Duke and I had some pretty cool dad and son breakthroughs. Maybe. I'll get more clarity on that at his next practice. But I wanted to, so obviously, like, this is all off-the-cuff shit. I was trying to think of, like, certain points that I could bring up, but it was just some really cool stuff that I felt I was able to teach Duke tonight. And so honestly, for anyone that has kids or even someone that is trying some new experiences, you know, take from this what you want and then leave the rest. And I hope I present it in a way that that can be helpful. But I've always been, so Duke's mom is super nurturing. She's supposed to be. Duke is a mama's boy, and Duke's mom will hold him in really close and protect him and nurture him. She's supposed to. And I hold him in close when I'm supposed to, but I also know when I need to push him out and when I need to challenge him and get him to go out and try something new and do something. And so over the past few weeks at jiu-jitsu practice, because it's all new to him and he's with kids that he doesn't know, he's super nervous, super timid, super shy, and I can see it. And at a certain time, like I just push him out and it's like, go do it, dude. And then it's like, yeah, like that was badass. Now go do it again. And so tonight he'd been doing flips, the front rolls, the back rolls. He's good at that stuff. And so I could tell that like that was little resistance that he was having. We were stretching and we lined up for those rolls. And then I was like, all right, do them. And you could tell like he was kind of getting anxious. And so I just took him and I threw him on the mat and he started rolling and he was good and he was on it. And then he'd run to the line and then he'd go through it again and he didn't need me. But when they were doing something new, he broke down. He started, like super nervous, started crying because he was like, I don't want to be here. I want to do this with you. I was like, you've got to do it with them. Like, I'm too big to do this with you. And he was like, but they're all strangers. And he was breaking down. He was crying. And I was like, what are you feeling right now? Like, you're feeling a lot. What are you feeling? He's like, I'm nervous. I was like, all right, perfect. Like, what are you nervous for? He's like, I don't want to mess up. And I was like, that's cool. Just go do it and see if you mess up. You haven't even tried it yet. And that's what happened at the end of the night is some kids were getting some awards, some new things on their belt. Duke thought it was because of tonight's practice when it was actually because of some of the moves that they had completed in prior practices. They were just getting new stuff on the belt. But Duke thought that it was an award, and then he was pissed off because he wasn't getting an award. And I was like, Duke, like, it sucks, but that's what you get for sitting on the sidelines. Like, you've got to be in this stuff if you really want to be a part of it. And